Let's get you details as far as, the Trump administration. That is, there's just not one front that India is battling. We have this six-pronged war as far as the United States, particularly Donald Trump, on India is concerned. To begin with, the tariff war. This is the 50% tariffs that has been imposed now on India, that has come into effect as of Wednesday, the last 24 hours alone. That is impacting the Indian exporters, and the impact has been tremendous. We are seeing the impact playing out as far as the markets are concerned this morning as well. And this is something that is going to impact particularly when it comes to the exporters of garments, of apparels, of textile, gems, as well as, whether it's furniture, whether it's shrimps, whether it's, multiple sectors that have been hit because of that tariff war that started just as of yesterday. We're talking about furniture, carpets, jewelry, all impacted because all these sectors are now going to become unviable in the American market, jeopardizing low-skill jobs in India. As far as diplomatic relationships are concerned, do remember that has been affected as well. The once bonhomie that was on display between Trump and Modi, calling him a great friend, a terrific man. Today, the relationship faces a serious crisis and, of course, requires an urgent reset, which has taken years in the making. We're talking about at least the last 2 decades, and we have seen that play out as far as the Biden administration was concerned, as well as the Trump administration, and the Howdy Modi event that has been, etched in everyone's mind. And of course, all that at stake here, diplomatic relations, hitting an all-time low now that we've seen ever since Trump came into power the first time around. And we've seen the relationships going, pillar to post, going strength to strength, but now at its all-time low as far as the relationship is concerned. Now, we're also seeing, as far as, Operation Sindoor is concerned, and the claims that Trump has made repeatedly over 40 times that he's the one who put an end to that conflict, and that is something that he has gone on to claim. But of course, we do know Prime Minister Modi and the Indian government has refuted those claims time and again. Even yesterday, Trump went on to say that he threatened India with tariffs in order to put an end to the conflict. In fact, it is Donald Trump saying that if the two countries, India and Pakistan, again, are to have a bone of contention, and, if there was to be a conflict, that he would step in again if the need be. Again, making those claims that he is the one who has brokered peace between the two nations, and it took about 5 hours to do that. Now, when we talk about the H-1B visas, the Trump administration is planning to change the H-1B program, the most sought after non-immigration. This is the visa amongst, this is something that benefits most Indian IT professionals, and also they are going to bring in changes when it comes to the green card process as well. On what grounds? They say the average American is making $75,000 a year, and the average green card holder is only making $66,000 a year. So why should they go with this? They are saying that this is now going to be based on wages, and that is the impact that the Indian worker and the Indian student living in the US will now have to face. And we are going to be seeing a significant impact when it comes to that consistent 70% share when it comes to the H-1B visa allocations. That is basically the Indians making up 71% share of the H-1B visa. Now, there is a new restriction that's coming about, and that is being considered. Why? Because of the concerns of national security, national interest, and misuse. That is what Donald Trump is saying, which is why now foreign students will have a restriction. The restriction is no longer than 4 years. It's not just for foreign students. This also includes exchange students. This also includes people from the media, journalists as well. And there is a restriction. So now, when it comes to journalists, they can't stay longer. If that time frame is less than 300 days. But when it comes to journalists from China, that's even less than that. It's coming in at only 90 days. But when it comes to foreign students, they can't stay in the United States for longer than 4 years. Now, also the energy security, that is something that is very crucial to both the nations. That is fundamental to the economic growth as far as India and the US is concerned. But of course, India facing the tariffs, facing all these issues. Why? Because it's buying Russian oil. And while pitching what the US now is doing is that America could serve as a major supplier of oil and as far as natural gas is concerned. That is something which now is the carrot that is being dangled. Well, of course, Prime Minister Modi there standing his ground and saying that everyone looks out for themselves. Everyone in their economic interest will look out for themselves, and he has gone on to say that he's not going to back down, and of course he's going to be saving the farmers and now also finding alternate routes when it comes to saving the exporters back home as well.